It's all about anything. This is Cebcast.
Hi, I'm Nigel. Welcome to Cebcast. Today is Friday, July 15th, 2022, and it was taped on this day. This is episode 5, and I'm glad I made it this far. Alright, let's go. So, quick talk. Last episode, I stated that I had scoliosis surgery. It's time I talk about it. So, again, it was painful, but I got through it. I stayed in the hospital for 4 days. I had to learn, again, how to do basic things like walk, go up the stairs, pee, and the hardest thing I had to learn again was how to get out of bed and get back into it. When I finally learned that part, I finally got discharged. There's some positivity in this. This hospital had jello cups, and I believe I had my first jello cup there. If you're asking about the surgery, well, it was very quick for me because there was anesthesia that put me to sleep, and then I sort of fast forwarded to after the surgery. In actuality, it took around 6 hours. That's it for quick talk, and I advise those who will be or are in the same situation like this now to stay strong and endure the pain. So let's head on to appies. I'm now into ASMR videos. I mentioned in episode 3 that Moonlight Cottage ASMR is part of my tens. Since then, I started watching more ASMR videos, which is useful because I put them on when I sorted my perler beads. So yeah, I'm into ASMR videos now, mostly roleplay ASMR. There are some good ones and some weird ones, and I advise you put both your earphones on when watching ASMR. But turn the volume down where you can still hear external sounds that is outside from the earphones. The best ASMR video I've seen was from Nanu ASMR. It was a 60-second YouTube short titled How to Fall Asleep in 60 Seconds. And the sounds, and I gotta say, it's better when you hear it for the first time. It incorporates both sounds and feels, like the brush part, where it feels like your face is touching the bristles of the brush. I recommend you guys to watch ASMR videos. It's fun, it's relaxing, and should give you the tingles. The only comment since the last episode was from my grandma. She said some positive words in her comments, and I thank her for that. So today's question of the day is, what's your best candy that is not chocolate? TV shows. Alright. Currently, I watch Pokemon, Molly Up Denali, Phineas and Ferb. Now let's talk about one of the TV shows I love watching from back home. So in the Philippines, which for some reason I don't understand, why can't we have a full comedy show on the weeknights? I know that GMA's got Bubble Gang, but it's on around late night. I'm talking after the news program or all afternoon before the news program. Seriously, I'm not talking comedy drama or a drama with some comic relief. I'm talking full comedy show. Just characters dealing with stuff humorously and with some serious moments. That's what I'm asking. But it's not going to be the topic for this point one. I'm going to talk about one of the shows we have there. To me, Saturday evenings, probably the time you eat dinner, is full of comedy shows. ABS-CBN has Home Sweetie Home, GMA has Pepito Manaloto, and TV5 used to have Oh My Dad. Heck, I remember when I was young, there was a show called Toda Max, and I have been eager to watch that show. But when I miss a nap, I just pretty much get upset like some kids do sometimes. Toda Max had Robin Padilla in it, who is now a senator. So the TV show I'm talking about is Pepito Manaloto, which recently, after a year of them doing some sort of a young Sheldon, they went back to the present times. Pepito Manaloto is a story about a man named Pepito whose life turned around because he won the lottery. Since then, Pepito started having a decent house with his family, Elsa, his wife, Chiro, the big son, and Clarissa, the young daughter. Pepito Manaloto is created by Michael V, who stars as Pepito. And to get a sense of him, he is a funny guy, and he's pretty much our own Weird Al. He's still in Bubble Gang, which is a sketch comedy I mentioned earlier. Pepito Manaloto stars Manilyn Reyes, who is one of the greatest singers we have, and plays Elsa. Jake Vargas, who plays Chito, and Angel Satsumi, who plays Clarissa. Pepito Manaloto will have Chito pestering Clarissa over her eating, Clarissa pestering Chito back, Pepito pestering Elsa also over her eating. Other characters include Tommy, who always asks Pepito and almost everyone money and not paying them back, played by Ronnie Henares, Mimi, the neighbor who usually asks Elsa food, and also close to the Manalotos, played by veteran actress and comedian Nova Villa, who also stars in the Filipino Miss Granny remake. Dee, Mimi's daughter, played by Jessa Zaragoza, who is also one of the greatest singers we have. Nikki, now Cheeto's ex-girlfriend, played by Julie Ann San Jose, who is also a singer. Patrick, Pepito's bestie, played by John Fear. The nannies, the literally no-nonsense baby, played by Mo Sang. The nitwits Maria, played by Jana Dominguez. Bert, played by Arthur Solinap. The girls who talk with a robot voice, and also Bert's spouse, and also the nanny of Mimi and Didi, Bertha, played by Jen Rosendahl. Pito also owns a bottled water company, PM Mineral, where those who work there include Tere, played by Cherry Malvar, Janice, who is Patrick's wife, played by Janice Solomon, Mara, played by Maria Larzabal, Vincent, played by Tony Lupena. You also see Baby and Patrick starting a fight against each other every time. Tommy and Mimi creating schemes, and Maria and Bert being dumb, also every time. Now, it's an awesome show. It's simple, family-oriented, and it's a lesson learning show. Every end of the episode, one of the characters talks about the morals and lessons learned from the episode. At least it's better than Provinciano. If you're curious about the show, you can watch it on its home network GMA if you're in the Philippines, worldwide on its sister GMA Pinoy TV, and there are some clips of it on YouTube. Please watch it and give it a try watching Filipino shows. So, point 2. More of my childhood, Cebu City is an awesome place. We have the Crown Regency Hotel, which is way shorter than CN Tower, but also a great place for a skywalk and a coaster ride. We have the Sinulog Festival, celebrated every third Sunday of January, celebrating our patron saint Santo Niño. We have the University of San Carlos, which to me is cooler than the school I was at because they have a swimming pool. Now, I have some more school memories. Last time I talked about it, I talked about that SAO officer, Sir W, not his real name. Here are some little bits more about my memories. Back in grade 3, I remember crying because I never won that Nutrition Month contest, and yes, in the Philippines, we used to celebrate Nutrition Month in schools, also United Nations Day, and Science and Math Month. I remembered celebrating the birthday of the then principal. I remembered being part of the Cab Scouts, and later the Boy Scouts there. I remembered back in grade 4 having 2 clubs, even though it's not allowed. That is, well, the Boy Scouts and the Math Club, which the name of the Math Club is Abstract Thinkers. I remember laughing at one of my then kuyas was a CAT officer, which is what we have in the Philippines, who had his pants down, revealing his brief. Years before grade 3, I was part of the McDonald's Kiddie Crew and Jollibee Kids Club. I got to learn working there, being on the counters and preparing the food, and even making a Jollibee burger, not related to school. Back to my past school in Cebu, I remember being part of the Knights of the Altar, and even though I wasn't part of it anymore in grade 6, I still did COA duties during class mess, at one point. It was awesome. I went back to doing Knights of the Altar in grade 7. Though grade 7 was my last school year in that school, I thought that I should stop doing COA because it's getting harder. Around 2015, I was grade 5, and 2015 was the year of the Emperador Light jingle. Emperador Light, ibuhos ang saya, that jingle. During those performance tasks at school, some of my classmates added that to their projects. My then class did this project for science, where we did a science show, and we had to add in a commercial, and 2 of my classmates, they were partners, used the Emperador Light jingle as their commercial, to the point that the whole class was singing the jingle with them. It was funny, I gotta say. Speaking of grade 5, when I wanted to know who was my advisor for this class, Philippines is different. When a class is done, the teacher leaves the classroom to go to the next class. Here in Canada, it's the other way around. As I was saying, when I wanted to know who was my advisor for this class, I thought it was this teacher named Miss K. Not her real name, but it was this teacher who was an advisor for a grade 4 section when I was grade 4. Her name was Miss C. Still not her real name. I thought Miss K would have been my teacher because she doesn't yell that much, but I was wrong. Eventually, she would be my advisor for grade 6, and I also witnessed her go full beast mode, not literally, on my classmates before the final exam. It's my classmates' fault. That's it for my school memories. I'll talk about more of these soon. That's it for Cebcast. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe for more Cebcast. And hey, tell your friends, your families about Cebcast. It means a lot to me. Stay tuned for the next episode. Cebcast, it's all about anything.
A presentation of the Periwinkle.